Hey everybody, welcome! Finally, a new playthrough on the Vitruvian Gamer channel, and today I'm going to play the solo version of Pharaon, a game by Catch Up Games, designed by Silas and Henry Pym, and with artwork from Christine Alcouf. And, without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to explain rules and stuff what I'm doing while I'm playing. Not going to go too deep into the rules beforehand, but we're going to play 5 rounds, which are depicted here on this pyramid over there. So we're first round. My color is yellow. The traitor, which is the artificial intelligence, is black. These are his action spots thingies. You will see how this works here. This is only used in the solo play. These are the standard size. You can make the game harder by flipping one or more of these cardboard pieces, but I haven't because this is my second time playing. The first time I lost, so this is still a challenge for me. I put in each of these columns one of the resources at random, so they have to be 5 different ones. So I just randomize these and put them here. He got 4 of these jars. That's the number on the bottom here of the first track, and each round we'll see what number of jars they get. That's the number of actions they will take before passing. I also got 2 silver, which are wild resources, and I got one of these nobles here. I got to draw 2 and keep 1. The other one got went to the opponent here, and this one is worth 10 points, so that's cool. We start with points, and this one is available. This action or this ability is always available. It's a permanent ability, and if I do this action with this symbol here, which you will also see later, I can choose which color I use to activate it instead of the color according to this round thingy here, which can move. You will also see that as well. The only thing I still have to do before starting, well, I could do this. This normally in the beginning of a game you flip this, and this determines if play goes clockwise or counterclockwise. I'm just going to make it easy and take clockwise and forget about that. This one is a tile that you can receive by getting stuff as a first player, worth 7 points. I forgot to do that in the first game I played. I forgot during the game, so I'm just putting this Pharaoh thingy in the middle here, just to try not to forget. So there's only one thing left for me to do. I seeded everything here, all these tokens here, the offerings. You will see what they do. Every player has their tokens here in these for 5 tracks. One of each color. There are nobles, artisans out there with the draw pile. We have the burial chamber. Each player has a token there. And the only thing I need to do is choose one of these 2 jars here and get the resources that they give. Now, I can choose one of both. The other one will determine which spots will already be taken here, just to, well, make the game a little bit more tight. Okay, so I have to think about this. What will I do? A very good question. This gives me a little bit more variation in the colors. Is that a good idea? It might. So I'm going to take this one here. So that gives me a black, a blue, and a green one, which are, if you want to know, justice, trade, and agriculture. You also have red, which is construction, and yellow, which is royalty. But I will take these from the supply and put them in my supply. All right, so this one will go away, and the other one, well, we will take these as well, and we are going to place them on the first spot of each of these. Now they have all 4 spots. The 4th spot is for 4 or more players. So we'll just fill up the first spots on each of these colors. So there's already places occupied, and this will be discarded. I'm going to draw 2 new ones, so I already know what the choice will be at the end of this round. Okay, And that's set up. I'm going to go start the game now. And the first thing I will do is do one action. That's it. I can do one action and then the opponent, the traitor, will do the same thing. So, what are the actions? Well, we have 5 parts here in this circle, as you can see, between the gods here, which also will score bonus points at the end of the game, these gods. And yeah, what will they do? Well, we can go here to the offering space where we can get these offer tokens, which can be resources, for only certain actions, or which can give points. My opponent, if he takes these, he will score points as well. The burial chamber, we can get farther and farther into the burial chamber. The farther we get, the more points we score at the end of the game. We can get artisans, which most of the time give us some resources and some points at the end of the game. The nobles give us a special ability and points at the end of the game. And then we have these tracks here, which I already forgot what that is called. Let's see if I can see it very quickly. How is that action called? The Nile area, in which we will go up these tracks here, which can score us points at the end of the game, which also gives us some resources, but we have to pay resources to do so. Now, how this resource paying works and action selection, you will see very, very soon. So I've got myself a couple of resources, 2 wilds as well, and this special ability, which allows me to go to the action of the Nile with any color of my choice. Normally, I would pay, in this case, it's in the black area, so I would have to pay a black resource as a activation cost, and then I would have to pay an extra cost as well to activate it completely. But what do I want to do first? I'm sad I couldn't get red, because there are some very good stuff here, point scoring things. So I might want to find out if I can get some red stuff. The 2 jars there, I might get one of those, but they don't give any red either. So do I already want to pay one of these? I'm not sure if I want to. So let's see if I can. Isn't there a way to get? Yeah, maybe I should do something here. So let's see. Sadly enough, I don't have yellow. I don't have red. Oh, this is sad. But I can activate it with any color of my choice. So I might want to do that. So let's see. Yeah, those are bad combinations for me, folks. Maybe. Yeah, I'm going to do this. So I'm going to do one of the Nile actions here. So to activate it, I have to put one of my tokens here, and it has to be a black one. Or in my case, I can choose whatever I want because of my noble. But I'm just going to do the black one, place it here. Now this spot is filled. Nobody can do this action in this round anymore. And then I can activate one of these 5 combinations. So this one, for example, will cost me a black and a yellow resource. Now I already played a black one to activate it. The color that you use to activate it, your action, can be used as well for activating the action itself. So if I choose one of these, this black yellow or this red black one, I get that one discount because I already paid a black one here. So that's probably what I want to do. So I probably want to activate one of these 2. What do these do? If I choose the black and red one, I get 2 wild resources, and I can go up once on the black or the red track. Here I choose the black yellow one, I get a blue and a red one, and I can go up twice on black and or yellow. Which in this case sounds cool to me. So I'm going to spend my silver, which is wild, to activate this part here, which allows me to get a blue and a red resource. There we go. And lets me go up, well, once on each track, black and yellow, or twice on one of them. So, and I think I'm going to go, I earned some points already. I'm going to go up on one of these tracks. Let's go on yellow. There we go. Alright, and that's my action. My action is done. I got everything I could get. So now the traitor rule. What we do is we flip over the top jar he got, and then first we look at, so they are arranged like this, two on the top, one at the bottom. First we look at the one at the bottom, and we take that color of resource and we place it above the previous token of that color on the right track, like so. And then there will be an arrow and a certain effect. In this case it is a plus sign in an arrow, which means he will go up on the Nile track wherever on the color of track where he has the most tokens here. In this case it's very simple, that's black. There's the only one where he has 2, so he will go up on the black track once. There we go, and that way he will score points at the end of the game as well. Now should there be a tie, he will go up on the track of the color with the most left highest track here. If that is already at the top, then he will not activate. Okay, that's step 1. Now step 2 is we take both of these resources, the top ones. So we take them, blue and red, and we have to place one of these on the track here in the right color, and the other one we have to place at a free spot on this circle here, on this thing. And if it's already filled, if I had a black one now, I wasn't able to put it here because it's already filled up, so I had to place it here. If I cannot place any of these two, I have to place both of them on the track, which of course gives him a bunch of stuff. So what will I do? Good question. At this moment is not too bad anything, so I think I'm going to place the blue one here, which gives him now 6 points for every noble he has at the end of the game, which he also will have if he wouldn't go up on this track anyway, so that's not too bad. And I place the red one over here, so there's one spot blocked now. There's still two open spots. That's it. I discard this jar and it's back to me. Okay, so oh boy, now it's a difficult choice. I'm going to work towards the future, I think. I had some plans, but I think I cannot do the ones I really want to do. I was hoping to get this 2-pointer as well, because I'm going to do this action. So, pay a red one here. So, this one is very simple. You just pay the cost to activate it, and if you do, you can take one of the 2 pairs of tokens here, the offer tokens. If I pay another one of that color, an extra one, I can take one of these as well. I would love to get this one, it scores 2 points, well actually 3, because every token is worth 1 point of its own. But then I should spend my silver, and I don't want to in this case, so I'm just going to take one of these 3, and I think I'm going to take the top one, which also has a 2-pointer here, which is 3 points worth, and this is a wild for the Nile action, which I can use later during the game. And that ends my action again. There we go. Alright, so back to the traitor, who will draw another one of these jars. First, we look at the bottom, yellow, so he will go up the yellow track. Alright, and the yellow track has this red number 2 with an X, which means he will remove, just remove, the X means remove, so we will discard the second noble and replace it immediately with a new one. That's it. That was that activation. Now we take a black and a blue and a red again. The same as previous time. Oh boy. Yeah, oh, what to do? I think I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to give him a blue one, which gives him a number 2 token of the offering here in the middle. So we have to line these up, 1, 2, 3. So he will take number 2, and this will be worth 1 point for him at the end of the game. The red one we will place here, which means this action is filled up as well. Okay. Good. Alright, what now? Okay. Let's see. So, I have to try to also see what will happen next time, because this will go and turn after this round. So the actions will have different costs. And I think I want to prepare for the future, and I'm going to pay a blue token to go over here to get an artisan. Now, to get an artisan, I have to pay 3 of the same color tokens. I already paid the blue one, so I have 2 choices. I can pay either 3 of another color, or I can pay 2 more blue, because I already paid one to activate it, which I will do. I will pay a blue and my last silver, and I am now allowed to take one of the artisans, and I'm going to take the one that scores me the most points. I need resources as well. I'm going to take this one, which at the end of the game is worth 6 points, and which immediately give me a yellow and a red resource. There we go. The taken artisan gets replaced. There we go. And that ends my action again. Okay, back to the traitor. The traitor who will activate his green column. Alright, the green, that's right over here. Which says he will take the second couple of tokens in the offering, which, well, if it was the first one, it would have been empty and he would get nothing. But sadly enough, he will get these 2, which is worth a point plus 1 extra point. So, oh boy, he scores 3 points with that tile. Sadly enough. So, strangely enough, again, red and blue. I think that's the 3rd time in a row. So he will get a red and a blue token, and I get to choose which one he will get, which one will go on the board. It's an easy choice because I cannot place a red one anymore. So I have to place this on his board, which removes the highest scoring artisan. It's a blue card with a plus, which means the highest valued artisan, which is this one, 10 points. Gets replaced, and he will remove the 3rd noble, which is this one, that gets discarded and replaced. And the other tile, the blue token, goes right over here. Okay, I still got some tokens left, red and yellow and green, but I'm going to wait for using this. I have a plan with these in the future. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pass. When I pass and my opponent didn't pass yet, I'll take my disc here and I put it on the first step on this pyramid track, which gives me the first player marker, which at the end of the game is worth 3 points if I still have it. All right. Next, I get to choose one of these 2 jars to get more resources. So the one gives 2 blue and a black, the other one 2 blue and a yellow. That's a difficult one here. It's not the ones that I really want, honestly. I think I'm going to go for the one that gives a black one as well. So 2 blues and a black. And this gets discarded. And there we go. So that ends my passing turn. Now we go back to the traitor. He keeps playing. And he gets a green on his track. Which, oh, this is bad, gives him the 3rd row of tokens of the offering. So again, 2 points for him at the end of the game. All right, 2 yellow tokens. So this is an easy choice. One goes here, there is still room here, and one goes on his track here, which gives him the lowest. It's not an X here, so this means he will take the lowest scoring artisan, which worth 4 points for him at the end of the game. Okay, that's that. The jar goes away. Now, it's back to me, but I passed, which means I go up once on this pyramid track. And the first step means that I get a color of token of my choice, which is pretty good news. So let me think. I have to think about the future, folks. I do have some colors already, but not all that I want. Because getting a new noble is always good, because you get a new power, but I don't think that's going to work out for me at this moment. I would get more artisans. It will cost green next time. I only have one, so if I get only one extra, it will not be... So I might have to use this to activate it, which still can be possible. So yeah, or black and get resources here, but we don't know what will be here yet. So I think I'm still going to take a color that I don't have yet. Let's see. I'm going to, well, maybe the one that I do have. I'm going to get another red one. Okay, so that's my pass action again. Now it's my opponent's turn. He hasn't got any jars left, so he will pass as well. Well, he's the last to pass, so he will just move here, and I go down there as well. It means we will go to the second round and we reset everything. Well, a lot of things. So every spot here gets emptied. So all these tokens go back to the supply. There we go. This will stay. This will get refilled. So everything that's still there stays there. But we fill up these things. There is a drawback with all these tokens here. So we will put 2 new ones in the top space. Oh, again, 2 points. Oh, I would love to get my hands on that one. We'll see. Some wilds for certain action spots. And let's see, another wild for an action spot for the artisans and a red one. And we have to also fill up one space here. There we go, a yellow one. Okay, I think that's it with the refilling of those things. Then we take the leftover jar here, and again we will fill in the spots of these colors. So 2 blue and a yellow will get filled up. So there's already 2 spaces of the artisan's action filled. Not because we are going to turn and change this here, and the cost of the actions are a different color now. Okay, one more thing. We are in round 2, so we look at the second column of the traitor. We look at the bottom, and this says he gets to do 3 actions this round. So we draw 3 jars, and that will determine his actions and when he will pass. Okay. Second round, folks, and I'm going to do 2 rounds this episode, and I will do the rest in the next one, because now I have a lot of explaining to do, so it might be a little bit longer. Okay, so it's back to me. I've got myself some nice resources. There's only 1 spot left over there, which scares me a little bit, because I don't want to lose that spot there, because I'm thinking about getting a new noble. That was a plan, but I want to do other things as well. So yeah, I will have to take some risks. This I'm keeping for something else. So I think I'm going to do an action here first, denial, which I do have a wild to do, but it's worth a point. So, well, the other resources are points as well, so that doesn't matter too much. So I can choose a little bit if I want to. Yeah, let's just pay with blue, because I can, because of my noble. I'm going to pay with blue here. Now, I pay with blue for a yellow cost because of my noble. It still counts as a blue. So if I want to activate one of these, I already have a blue one, so I could get one of these two cheaper than the other one, which is the thing that I will do. I'm going to spend my wild here, the wild for the Nile action, just going to discard it as a red one, so I can activate the blue-red combination, which gives me a yellow and a green resource, and which allows me to go up on blue or red, and I can do that twice. So why not just do the crazy thing and go up on red, for example, twice, which is worth 3 points. If I can go up once more, I'm at 7 points. And that ends my action here. All right, to the traitor. The traitor draws his jar tile and has a red resource at the bottom, so he will activate the red track. And this time he has the burial chamber symbol, the pyramid here, which means he will go up just like that for free on the burial chamber, which will score him at the end 5 points at this moment. Also, if you get at the third burial chamber and you have 2 nobles as a first player, to have that combination, you get to score the Pharaoh, which is worth 7 points. But we're not there yet. All right, back to the jar, which tells us to take a black and a green one. Put one here, put one there. Yeah, okay. I think I'm going to put the black one here, which makes him go up on the track where he has the least tokens on the color here, which is all equal. So he will take the most left, which is red. So he goes up 1 on the red track here, and we place this green token here, blocking 1 spot. Discard the jar and back to me. Okay, so maybe now it's time. Oh, I still don't have that blue that I need. Ah, boy, I might have done something stupid here. I should not have done what I did. Okay, no, it's okay. It's still okay. So, all right, now I'm going to go for a noble, folks. So I'm going to place a blue one here. Last available spot. So, to get a noble, you have to pay 1 of each resource. I already paid the blue to activate it, so I still have to pay the 4 other colors, which is red, green, black, and yellow. There we go. Paying these. Back to the supply. And now I get to choose one of these 3 nobles, or I can pick blind the top card of the draw pile. Alright, so let's take a look at these. This gives me no special ability, but 3 points at the end of the game, plus 3 points for each noble. I'd love to have myself a special ability. Alright, this one here is worth 8 points, plus 2 points at the end of the game for each silver I still have. So that might be an interesting tactic. Now the other part, the bottom part, I have to check just quickly, because there are so many different. So once per round I can trade 1 of my base resources for silver. That sounds pretty cool. Now once per round, you can see it's once per round because of this symbol here. That means I have to exhaust it when I use that for the action. But it's worth 8 points and might be worth more. And here, each time I get an artisan, I get, well, for each artisan, no, I get to take an artisan and a silver. Now, are there any good artisans? Well, the cool thing about getting artisans is that you get resources immediately. There's one that gives 8 points and a gold, and a yellow resource, or 5 points and 2 wilds. But I still think I'm going for this one, folks. So I have a new noble here, which is my second one, and very important. I haven't talked about this yet, so I already talked about the Pharaoh, which needs 2 nobles and to get far enough in the burial chamber. But we also have these gods here on the board. And each god has 2 requisites to score points. And at the end of the game, if you have both requisites done, you will score both of these points. For example, here you want to be on every track here on the Nile. and you want to have 3 offer tokens at the end of the game. If you do, you score 3 plus 6 points. Same thing there with nobles. If there are 2 gods that want 2 nobles, I already have these, so I'm already partly a way to score those points. I don't have everything they want, but I do have something already. Alright, that's my new character here. Now, it's still my turn. Once per round I can change. Once per round. Yeah. I'm not going to pass yet, so I'm going to keep it this way. And I give the turn to the traitor, who will activate green. Which means he will get the 3rd token right over here. So he's getting this blue one. Reward the point. And then we take red and green. Red and green. Okay, and we choose again. So green will give him a 5-point artisan. Ooh. Red will remove an artisan and a noble. Oh, and we have to restock this noble here. But if he goes up afterwards, he will go up on that burial track again, which I want to... I don't want him to do. Although it's worth... Yeah, let's just do that still. I'm going to put the red token here, which removes the highest scoring artisan. We discard this one, 8 points here, and removes the 2nd noble as well. There we go. And they get replaced, and I will put the green token right over there and discard the jar, and back to me. Okay, I got a few items left, few resources left. I'm going to use some of them still. I'm going to pay red and place it on the activation of the burial chamber, and pay yellow because the first step of the burial chamber, you will see a cost here, red and yellow, which means that's the cost to go there. I already paid the red one, so I only have to pay a yellow, which I do to go here. All right, that's it. We're in the burial chamber, worth 5 points. That's my turn. Back to the traitor. Oh, before I do the traitor, I'm going to activate my new noble, and I'm going to change a normal resource into a silver. Okay, and then we activate the traitor. He takes a blue token, which makes all his nobles worth 7 points. He only has 1 at this moment, so that's cool. And then we have 2 red tokens, so not a lot of choice. So we're just going to put one here and put one here, which moves him up on the burial track for free. So that's 5 points for free for him. Then we remove this. Then it's back to me. I'm passing. So I go up on the pyramid, take the first player marker, and then it's his turn. He's out of jars, so he passes as well. And we move to the next round. Again, I will do this before we end the video. Everything gets reset. Well, a lot of things gets reset. All the tokens here go back to the supply. We fill up the tokens. There's only 1 token that has been taken. We get a new one here, the black one, black resource. And, oh, I forgot one thing. I forgot to do one thing. There have to be 2 of these. So I still had to take one of these because I passed. I have to think about it. So it will turn again. And this time, what is the plan? What will be the plan? I would love to get the bonus points, but I'm not sure if that's going to work out. I would love to do this, which will become yellow. So I might want the yellow one. So I think I'm going to take this one. So I'm going to take blue, yellow, green. So that's my passing reward. And that means this one was left over. So we get to fill up 1 green, a blue one, and a red one. And before we forget, we turn this once again. There we go. Draw 2 new tiles this time, don't forget it. There we go. And the traitor gets 3 jars again. So again, three turns. Okay, and that's it. This one gets back up, so we can use this one again once this round. And that ends the setup for the new round. That one will be for the next time, folks. I hope you're enjoying this playthrough. I'm enjoying this game quite a bit. I really like it. So I hope you're liking it as well. If I did any goofs, let me know in the comments below. There's nothing I can change about it anymore, but at least people can see it in the comments. Thank you for watching part 1. There will be one more part probably. And yeah, thanks again. See you soon. Bye-bye.